Don't you know the first thing desire? Midnight downtown. Don't forget your promises. Alive. It's all in fable. Locked up in stables. Where we are at midnight. Don't forget your solitude behind. It's all in fable. Locked up in stables. Where we are. It's tango cable. It's clanging sleigh bells. Where we unwind. Remember last year, it's still in my head. You kissed my head
Have you opened up a Facebook?
and said what you said.
We should be on Facebook.
I don't see it.
Remember my fear, it's still in my head. I waited for so long, but you didn't
Maybe I
care.
didn't hit the go button.
Last year,
Give me a couple seconds.
Okay.
it's still in my head.
Yep, there it is.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go.
Say what you said.
Grace, how's the outside world today?
Hot.
Hot Chihuahua.
80 degrees now. Will be 100 degrees by 1.
Woohoo. Starting at 10 does have its benefits.
Yes.
Well, it's nice that it was overcast this morning.
Yes.
Don't you know the first thing
I kind of missed this song.
downtown? Don't forget your
Hello. Who do we have with us today? We've missed you guys.
it's all in fable.
Greeting Bridge fans out there in Bridgeland.
Where we it's tango cable. It's clanging sleigh bell. Where we align.
All right. Let me check that timer. Let's see here. Alrighty. We have a 3-second delay on YouTube, 2 to 3 second, and a typical 15-second on Facebook.
Okay, not too bad.
Not real bad, no. Obviously,
Surprisingly good. Sorry, go ahead.
the better choice is YouTube, if you have an option.
Thank you, Grace.
might have to just download this song onto my iTunes. Play it in the car. Bump it. Hoping this time works out for everybody, but if not, it will be left online, available on YouTube.
Well said. Yes, this is going to be a recorded show for everybody.
Have you hit that record button yet?
Shouldn't have to. YouTube will have it recording, and this should be in... Ooh, did I put it in public? I hope I did. Privacy is set to public, yes.
Yeah, you did.
Phew, scared me.
Yeah, scared yourself.
Last year is still in my head. You kissed my hair and said what you say. Remember my fear is still in my head. I waited for so long, but you didn't care. Last year is still in my head. You kissed my hair and said what you said.
Excuse me.
Until you know now, you know my sorrow. Until you're undone.
Why are you taking my timer away? Oh, there it is.
Sorry about that.
So what time is it around the world? Today it is 10 a.m. in beautiful Petaluma. Hi, Patty. Glad you could make it.
Aloha, Patty.
Is John with us today, Patty? Are you ready, Michael? Gonna do that countdown here in just about 20 seconds or so. Hi, Ron. Good to be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hello, it is a fabulous, fun Friday on August the 14th. Glad to be back here with you. We are going to enjoy some Ask Michael, some Hands of the Day, and we've got a big announcement. So with your host, here's Michael.
Greeting, Bridge fans. Michael here at BridgeHands. Thank you, Grace. What a nice introduction, as always. And man, I tell you, it's been the better part of a month that we've been away. Time off for good behavior, I hope, and I hope you've had a good month off also. But we are so happy to be back, and a lot has been happening behind the scenes. Grace, you remember, we should have a little video of The Wizard of Oz.
What part?
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Right.
Things have been happening behind the curtain we can't wait to tell you about. So I'm very excited. And out there in Bridgeland, I hope you're having a good day with your bridge. And I'm not sure with that CV19. We'll let it be said at that. But hopefully you have been healthy, wealthy, and wise, or at least a couple of the three. So today we are going to be talking about Patreon. Patreon. On. a Patreon. So what is a Patreon? A Patreon, I'm sure you have your different ideas of it. There's actually a website called patreon.com. So we're going to take a look at that and see how BridgeHands is doing a migration with our videos to Patreon and what the benefits are to you. So let's see if I can get a good screen here for that. I think this one maybe will do that, except I am too big, Grace. We need a
Shrink it on
smaller
down.
Michael. Let's see if this one does it.
Abracadabra.
Bam! Okay.
Shrink.
I think that did it. Okay. Shrink, baby.
Wish I could do that in
too.
real time.
Yeah, that happened on The Wizard of Oz too, with the Wicked Witch, doesn't it?
Yeah, she
Put the
melted.
water on, she melted, yes. Well, okay, so Patreon. We'll take a look at the website in a little bit, but what's this all about? What is the benefits for you, basically? Well, in terms of the navigation, now, up to this point in time, we've gone through our WordPress Bridge blog. I think I can say that. And so it's been out there for, 10 years. I think we started the website about 13 to 15 years ago, and then went to podcasts and the encyclopedia and got the blog, and then started doing videos about 10 years ago. And it works. It's a little long of truth to get around the navigation. So yeah, on Patreon, there's a much better way we can navigate. It has the traditional search, so you can put in your search term, your word that you're looking for, and hopefully that will get you to the videos you wanted. On the old site, for the first 8 years or so, was using the Flash encoder. That's all there was that was out there to watch videos. And then Apple came along and says, we don't like Adobe, who makes the Flash encoder. And they said, we're going to use HTML5, blah, blah, blah. And so then the new browser, some of it didn't want to play Flash 5. So some of you have not been able to see the Pulling You series, which is a real shame. You can make a setting and download the Flash, but a lot of people just don't want to do that anymore. So yes, you don't have to worry about that now with the videos being on Patreon, which are behind a firewall on YouTube, actually, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. We have tags, a criteria, so you can click on a tag. You can see what the 80 or so tags that we have out there, and we'll give you an explanation of those in a little bit. But you can search for things much more succinctly, much easier.
Oh, I like easy.
Yeah, easy peasy, exactly. And the media type, most of them are going to be videos that are going to be out there. We do have the ability to have text with attachments, PDFs, and other types of attachments. Photos, not so much. Probably we'll have some photos of us, though, and other things out there as well to make it kind of fun, interesting, entertaining, and enlightening, which is what we at BridgeHands are all about. Audio, I don't know if I'll bring over the MP3 audios. We had those on a lot of our original YouTube videos, but most everybody wants to see, not just hear a lesson, goodness forbid. Links, yes, and then polls like we had on the Polling You series. So we will still have the ability to get polls, and that's going to come to life, as you're going to see as we go through the lessons. So we're going to start to see some synchronicity in some of these recorded videos and have them with our live streams and get more into some polls to ask some more questions from you, the members, and see what everybody else has to say about those. So what type of membership types are they? Well, we had the Ultra, the Premium, and the Teacher memberships before. Those we're going to be converting over, so rather than to have a 3-month or an annual membership, these will all be memberships just by the month. So that will be easier. And if you don't want to commit to a 1 year at a time, you can go month to month and change from one tier level, one membership level to another. So we'll talk a little bit about the different membership levels and what they include, but let's take a look at that. So if I can get to the next slide. Oh, here we go. This one. There we go. So the newcomer. Haven't seen those before. No one's seen those before. This is a little bit raw, but they work. When I was directing at a bridge club and recorded the lessons. So for those who are just novice newcomers, have not played bridge before, just starting out, not sure about what a stamen is or how to do hand evaluation, yeah, those are going to be available for people who want to just learn the basics of bridge.
I might watch those.
Maybe, yeah. Hey, good. and the Jack series. So no Premium Ultra anymore. We're going to do it by the rank of the cards. So the first is the Jack series. The Jack series has the Polling You lessons, and we have most all of those uploaded now. So it's been a couple hundred videos that we've been cranking up to get onto the Patreon site, and then there'll be some social and advanced there. Not all of them, but some of them will be there also. And then, of course, as with everybody, you can always watch our free live streams like you're watching right now. Then the next are for the Kings and Queens. In the Kings and Queens series, you get the Polling You, and you get all of the social and all of the advanced. So, and then not just the free live streams, but all of the live streams. So when we're doing them on Wednesday or Saturday, you have access to not only watch them live, but if you want to watch them recorded, you can do that also. So that's a benefit also of going up to the Kings and Queens. You can start with the Jacks 1 month, and next month you can go to the Kings and Queens. Grace, did you have a question?
No, I'm just going to point out that behind your head for the next level are the aces.
The aces. Let's see if I
If your head's
can
blocking it.
sneak over there. That's maybe a little better.
Start calling you Ace Head.
Okay. Anyway, with aces, you get the Polling You, you get the social, you get the advanced, you get the hands of the week. You get it all, as well as, of course, the live streams that are the ones for the members, and also to see the recorded live streams if you want to watch them belatedly. Sure, you have that too. So let's see, what else do we have? What else is behind the curtain? Well, we'll talk now about the benefits, and I'll give you a demonstration of this, but let's just take a quick look at it before I go through that. So if you use YouTube today, you're familiar with, you can hit the space bar to stop and start the video without having to click on something. You can use the right arrow or the left arrow to go forward and backwards. So if you go back with a left arrow, you can go back and, what did Michael say 5 seconds ago? Or 10 seconds ago, click it twice. If you want to go back several minutes, just kind of hold down on the left or right arrow to go left or right. And of course, you still have at the bottom, like you could on anywhere, you can grab a hold of the, what would you call it, the playhead, and use the scrub bar to go ahead and go left to right. Still
Fast
works.
forward, Michael.
Fast forward. We'll get to that. Yes, on the gear icon, you can change the playback speed. So if you want Michael to go slower, you can go to the gear icon. I'll show you how to do that. We'll go ahead and take a look at a lesson. Or if you want him to go faster, we can do that too. If you want to go ahead and go faster and then slow him down later, yes, you can certainly do that. Closed captions is pretty cool also. If you hit the closed captions, you can go ahead and see the text, the words that are associated with that, and you can make changes if you say, oh, I'd like the font to be different color or different level of transparency. You want it to be very bold, font size, those sort of things. And then if you want to get out of a full screen mode, you can do that. And if you're familiar with this and know about it, you know there's one other thing where you can cast what you're seeing to another screen. So if you have the casting on like Google, you can go ahead and have it go to your big screen TV if that's what you want to do to share with some other people.
It'll be having him live and in person.
Yeah, so I think that's it for now. We're going to go to the Ask Questions. I've got several questions, 3 great questions coming up. But now we're going to go over to the site. So with a couple buttons here, let's see if we can do this. I think we are there. And if I get rid of this guy, well, maybe we'll put him a little guy. Okay. And I think we're on another screen now. And let's see what this does here. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And another screen, please. Where is my browser? Here we go.
BridgeHands loves Patreon. Sounds like a sitcom.
Yes, it is. Sort of, isn't it? Yeah.
And we
there
hope
it is.
You will too.
Okay, so once you have got your membership, and we'll talk about membership prices in a moment, but here's the screen you will see depending upon what membership level you have. And this is for the Jacks is the one I have, because right now all I have is the Polling You series. And so the Polling You series, I'm going to have those with a yellow background behind it. And the others will have a different color background for the advanced, for the social, and for the hands of the week. So anyway, you can quickly see that, okay, the last one that was put up there, This is going from newest to the oldest. And we see that this is number 78, part 7. More on preamps. You know, when we did the preamp series, man, I guess we are having, like, on YouTube, 20,000 plus views. That was very, very popular. And so that is one I'm sure you will enjoy if you haven't seen those. But let's talk a little bit about this navigation first here. So, okay, membership tiers. Now, right now, I have signed up for the Jack program on there, and you can see it's $4 per month. You want to come for 1 month and then bail out for a couple of months, that is fine. Or if you want it to be recurring, you just let it go and it will continue on. And then there's these things which are called the different ways to find selected data, also known as tags. So the actual polling use series, there's 167 of those that are out there. The next most common term is play. If I wanted to see things that were on the play, that would be 87 of those. Bidding, it looks like there's 80. Hand evaluation, 77, and so on. But wait, there's more. It only shows the top 5. Now, when we get to all of the advanced and the social, these will be replaced because there will be a lot of them in those series. But let's take a look at some of the, oops, sorry about that. There's 79 more tags, and here you can see them. They're ranked from high to low. The first 5 you've already seen on the screen, but let's say I'm interested in slam bidding. There's
That's
44
cool.
of those, and then as I go down, okay, there's one that has some slam on it. It says it's about preamp, suit quality, losing trick count, and also on slam. So
You'll
what
be
else?
slammed with slam.
Slamming. I'm just going to kind of scroll down. And if I scroll down to some of the earlier ones, let's say Jacoby transfers to a minor. Oh, and slam bidding. Interesting. Elimination play. Huh, how about that? So those all with relationship to slam. Here's Roman keycard Blackwood right here. Minor woods. So you can see that if you wanted to go by the criteria for slam, you would do that. And you can clear the filter when you're through with that. Let's go take a look at a couple other filters, or tags, if you will. And, you know, I'm really interested to know what a takeout doubles. I mean, there's 7 of them on takeout doubles, and you can see here's the 7 on takeout doubles. But I know I really want just episode 59, so I'm going to go by 59. For some reason, I know what 59 is, so I'm going to search for 59. Oops, it says there's none. I think there is, but I have to clear the filter first because it piles them together. So, okay, 59, there it is. So there's part 3, part 1. Where did part 2 is? I'll have to take a look for part 2. But at any rate, let's take a look at part 1. Let's go part 1 right now.
That's part 3. There's part 1.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Will the audio come through? I don't hear the audio. Son of a gun.
It'll come through on the Patreon site.
Yeah, I guess I don't have the audio going through in this channel. I am sorry about that. But at any rate, let's just go ahead and you can see how you would be watching it if you wanted to use the playhead to go forward. And it looks like there's some PowerPoint slides here that are, my audio is going associated with that. And we can see that there's some illustrations of some hands to kind of get these concepts. Unlike this case, it's about a throw-in play and eliminations. So the discussion there would be going at a normal pace of speed. And as I've said, if you want to make it go faster or slower, you can go down to this gear icon and on the playback speed, and you say, well, how about at twice the speed?
Ooh.
And you can see, and my voice will be the same tone, but it'll be saying how faster. He's talking quite fast if he's talking at 2 times the speed. But if you wanted to go that rather than hit the playhead, and just to kind of get the basics of it, you could do that. So the playback speed is a very nice feature. And maybe I would just like to see the closed captions. Some people find that they learn quicker, they remember better if they can see the words as well as hear them. So we're going to go down here to the closed captions and turn those on. And now you can see at the bottom of the screen the words that I'm saying. So that would be a little bit fast at double speed. Let's go back to, oh, that's normal speed. Okay. Maybe I'll even go at 0.75 times the speed. There we go. Good graces are with us. If East gets in, they'll have either to play a diamond or a spade, in which case we're going to have a rough one side and pitch on the other side if we can play a heart. So you can actually be looking at the words if for some reason, maybe, geez, you're looking at it in bed. Why you'd ever want to, I don't know. And your spouse is asleep, but you could go ahead and just look at the words if you didn't want to hear them for some reason.
Or if you didn't want to hear Michael, you could just turn down the volume.
That's
and read
right.
it.
If my voice annoys you, just turn it down.
No, I actually have gotten used to closed caption. When we had our foreign exchange student, she set them on our television, and at first they were kind of distracting, and now I love it because if I don't hear what was said, I can reread it and understand better. So I think you'll enjoy that.
Very true. So let's say there we're still on this lesson 59 in part 3 on parcel elimination. The parts 2 and the parts 3 are more the play of the hand. I'm going to go ahead and put it in full screen, down hit the lower right corner, and we can see the cards here. And the lesson's going on, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward, but as you would expect. But once again, you can change the speed, you can have the closed captions, all of those types of things. And if I wanted to hit a back arrow a couple times, 1, 2, 3, I'm going back. If I want to go back several minutes, I could just hold down a little bit. So the navigation is really great using this new modality. I think you're going to like it. So once again, we have the membership tiers. That is the membership levels. The Jacks is for $4 a month. The next is the Kings and Queens. We don't want to say Kings or Queens and have different levels. No. So that is for $5 a month, and it gets you all of the advanced, all of the social, and then for $6 a month, the ACES program includes all of that and also the Hands of the Week. In both the Kings and Queens and the ACES, you get to see all of the live streams that are for the members and also the ones that are recorded. So I think that's pretty cool. So I think if everybody's okay with that, I'm going to go ahead and go to the Hands of the Week.
I have a very important question.
Yes, Grace.
How do we get to this site?
Patreon, well, it'll be on the BridgeHands site, but patreon.com/BridgeHands. Great question.
Thank you.
But if you're at bridgehands.com, there's going to be a link there that goes to the Patreon, because we'll be turning down the premium and the ultra in the future once we get this all, the videos up there. And then you'll just be able to just, when you want to subscribe, you don't have to go through it on the BridgeHands site. You can do it on Patreon. There are, I don't know, I'd say hundreds of thousands of other membership sites that are out there besides the BridgeHands. So it's a big deal. It's used by a lot of different people who provide services. So I hope you like that. And what else? Over here on this page again, you can see where in the middle it says media type, tier, and month. The tier is the tier of the memberships that are out there. And then the month is right now. We've only been put in August, but you can search by month as well as by the search criteria. Okay, and as we talked about, this is where all the tags are for the different search terms that I've been putting in as we've been going through this. I hope that makes sense. So if we're ready, let's go ahead and go on to what everybody loves to do, which is...
I'm looking forward to Hands of the Week. I just want to check in with everybody to see if anybody has any questions regarding Patreon before we do.
Absolutely.
So now's a good time to ask if you have any questions, and we can definitely address those for you.
Yeah. And while we're doing that, I'm going to be going over to the other site, I think. And yeah, I think we can go ahead and go over to the MSI screen.
We want to take a minute and welcome John and Bernice and Walter and Ron and Patty. Thanks so much for all your great feedback.
Awesome. As always, great to have you here. Okay, Grace,
John
yes.
has a question. When will the switch in tiers happen?
Tears. I hope there's not too many tears. Actually, it's been some. This has been a lot of work. When it comes to monotony, I'm not your guy, but I am bludgeoning through here. My German side of me is still hanging in there. So, but that French creative side still, it wants to get through this. So I'd say within the next 30 days, it should be. We'll see. But I'm going to be making the conversion once I get enough things over there, and then we'll just put the rest of the videos if I can't get them. But like I say, we've got about, the better part of 200 videos that are out there already. So I'll keep working at it. But man, if I can get 30 to 50 a week, then that's, I should say a day, that's pretty good because in addition to transferring the videos, which is not too bad, I need to put all of the criteria, that's tags, the things you search for to make it easy for you. So I'm saying within about a month. I will keep you informed on that great question, John. So, okay, we're off to Grace.
Okay, it is time for the ABCs. Ask BridgeHands Questions Club.
Okay, well, this is from Frank Quinn, I believe, is the first one. And there are the two hands. I put them illustrated by East and West. And let's see what comes with that. There is the bidding. We'll get to that in a minute. And Grace, why don't you go ahead? Tell us what the question is.
Should a partner bid 2 spades, 3 clubs, or 3 diamonds?
Yes. Well, let's take a look at this. I saw that and I thought, this is Vuja Day. I haven't seen any bidding like this before. So let's go through the bidding. Okay, the first is on the left. West has got a 5-3-3-2, and it has Ace King 9, if that's important to you, 5 times in clubs, and tripletons in the majors, spades, Queen 10, third, that's worth something, 2 points, and the Ace of Hearts 3 times, and worthless doubleton in diamonds. So we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points, an average 13-point hand. Not good, not bad, just right down the middle. So we open at 1 club. Then there was a pass, and our partner bids 1 spade with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Really? How about that now? Well, I think you would want to do it with 6 points or more normally. Is this a good 5-point hand? I don't see any primary honors there, do you? Queen, Jack, 4 times in diamonds. Okay, I'll give that 3 points. Jack, third in clubs. Yes, I will give it a point this time because it is in my partner's bid suit, clubs. Okay, we're up to 4 points. 10, doubleton, forget that. Jack, 9, 4 times. Yeah, okay, you've got a 9. You give it a point? Yeah, I'll sort of give it a point. So you've got 5 points, but you do not have 6 points. So don't feel like you have to bid when your partner bid a club. So don't worry about this. Oh, my partner might only have 3, and we might get set by a lot. Well, they're missing a big game or whatever if they're going to set us by several. So you shouldn't feel a need to bid. Now, the question is, should you have bid 1 diamond or 1 spade? Yeah, I guess since you don't have a strong hand, if you feel like you want to be the hand hog, I don't mean that. If you feel like you want to be the one to set the trump suit and say that, if your partner has hearts, you don't want him to bid hearts, you bid spades, okay, but you don't have enough points. So if you have a 5-point hand, there's, I think, 2 times, assuming normal distribution, that you can make a call. One is when you have Ace, Jack 3 times or longer in a suit, because now you have a chance to maybe do a finesse if your partner is the Queen or the King. So Ace, Jack, if you want to make a bid with Ace, Jack 3 times or more, fine. Not just Ace, Jack tight. Forget that. If you have a King, Queen in one suit, working honors, well, if you feel like you really need to make a bid with 5 points, do it with that, but not with just pure quackers, queens and jacks. No, but anyway, that was the bid, so we're going to go on. So then after that, so that was east and, or sorry, yeah, west and east. Now it goes to south. The hand comes beneath, and it made a 2-heart bid. Aha! So, okay, they have 12 points or more and 5 or more hearts. All right, so far that's we've got our 13. Our partner's got ostensibly 6 or more. It didn't turn out that it was just a bad 5. And now we've got 12, 13 points or more and 5 hearts. And it's back to us, and we have this thing that Eric Rodwell invented, one of the top players in the world of bridge. And he says to his partner, Jeff Mextroff, let's have this thing called a support double. So when there's an intervening bid between us in the sandwich seat, if you want to call it that, and I don't have 4 of your suit, you may have 5. I don't know how many you have in your spade suit. But if I only have 3, I'm going to make a double to say I have 3 in that suit, partner, 3 in your major. And that works really well in this situation. So you say, partner, I want to compete, and I've got 3 of the spades. So now it goes back to partner who got themselves into trouble. What do they do now? And yes, it's easier to get in trouble than it is to get out of it. So you've got yourself a problem. You can't pass. You don't want him to play in 2 hearts, doubled, making maybe 4 tricks, putting them in a game contract, getting extra tricks for insult, for over tricks. So no, don't pass. So you've got a bid. The question is, do you rebid your club suits as though it's a 6-card suit? I don't think so. You bid diamonds? No way, Jose, with a doubleton. Forget that. Or do you bid spades? That is the question. I guess that you got to bid something. I guess I'm just going to bid spades, 2 spades, and see if they want to keep going. But wait, there's more. I put this into Dealmaster Pro, and let's go ahead and take a look and see what the answer is. Okay, how many can you make in 1 club with those 2 hands? I ran them through 100 simulations based upon the south hand having 12 points or more and 5 or more hearts. And you can make 1 club 63% of the time. You can make 2 clubs 5% of the time. Obviously, if you go to 3 clubs, you're in bad shape, right? You're going to go down 2. And if you're vulnerable, that will not be happy. How about in 1 spade? 17% of the time. Do you think that East should have made a bid now as you take a look? You can't make anything with your hand, East. Yes, Grace?
John adds that must bid 2 south to keep as low as possible.
Yeah. And here's the interesting part. Well, what can, it says West make, it should say South make at the bottom. South can make 2 hearts 100% of the time based upon the East and the West hand that you're seeing there. We don't know what North has or exactly what South has, but 100% of the time they can make their 2 hearts. 87% of the time they can make 3 hearts. 40% of the time they can make 4 hearts based upon this trash that East bid. Excuse me. It is trashy. But so we would hope that they will continue bidding and not like we make some crazy bid like 3 diamonds or 3 clubs and they double the contract and we go down for 800 or something like that. So first off, East, please don't open this type of a hand or respond to it. As the saying goes, don't save your partner. Only Jesus or whoever the God is that you want to worship is that let God save you. Don't let your partner save you. So yeah, don't make a bid with this type of a hand with just crackers in a kind of a so-so 5-point hand. I hope that helps. It was a good question. I had a good time with it, especially doing the analysis. It really got me thinking, well, how does it do looking through a bridge simulator? Okay, if we're ready, I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next one.
Okay.
And Walter asks us, Grace.
Generally speaking, is it overbidding or poor play for intermediate players to go down 1? I'm guessing it's down. There's a D under your
Down.
head.
To go down 1 trick or more. Down, baby, down. That's kind of a curious question. And I'm not sure that going down 1 trick is good or bad. Let's take a look at that. So, factors to consider. Grace, what's my answer always?
It depends.
It depends.
Where's my ding, ding, ding bell?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. You nailed it. Oh, here we go. Jeez. It's been a while since I've used this.
Nailed it!
There we
The
go.
batteries have run out. Nailed it.
That's right. So, okay, what is the vulnerability? You know, obviously, you want to take a look at the arbitrage. Is it worse for, well, we'll get to the rest of it later, but going down one vulnerable may be more than non-vulnerable, depending upon you playing rubber bridge or duplicate bridge or what your format is. So that's one thing to consider. Next, is it a competitive auction? That's a huge thing to consider. Yeah, sometimes, and we'll see another question coming up in just a little bit. Sometimes it's kind of iffy. It's not like you're always sure whether or not, when it's a competitive auction, if you should be bidding or not. Normally, we like to say is that the even levels belong to our side, the odd levels belong to the opponent's side. So we don't want to bid at the 3 level in a competitive auction unless we have really the goods, a good fit with our partner. The shape is there. And same at the 5 level. If they do a preempt, we do 1 heart, 3 hearts, and they do 4 spades. Do we go to the 5 level or just double them, depending on vulnerability? But these are important factors to consider. So third one is, what is the bidding level? Is it at 1 no trump, 2 of a minor? Normally you want to compete if the opponents are at 2 of a minor. Is it now at 2 of a major, hearts, 2 spades, or are we up to the 3 level? Which would be factors to consider when you go down 1. We like to push the opponents, if it is competitive, up to the 3 level when possible. Vulnerability, don't forget that. And is this contract for a game bonus? So if you're going down 1, you're in 3 no trump, you only make 2. Good question. Now you might be taking a little bit of risk, especially if you're in the imp scoring or if you're in a rubber bridge scoring and you get that big bonus with it. Probably is worth taking a little bit of a risk there. The risk reward is there. But the question is it the level of play? Well, sure, for an intermediate level, their play might be not quite as strong, but guess what? The opponent's defense and the leads is maybe not as strong either. And does that mean if you're playing against better opponents, if you're going to bridge table from table to table in duplicate, do you want to be a little bit more careful when you're playing against better opponents? That's something to consider, isn't it? So I would say that down 1 is good bridge, maybe. But I wouldn't be too hard on your partnership unless your partner is always going down 1 and you're getting bottom boards in duplicate against everybody else. Is my partner a busy bidder, as they say? So I can't really answer it more than that, but I would say these are things to consider, and be sure to be competitive, but be safe and sane. Like the hand we saw before with the bad 5 points after 1 club, just pass. It's cool. Maybe you'll get a chance to bid later. Maybe your partner will have a lot of extra points. We don't know. So I hope that helps. If you've got anything, let me know. Otherwise, let's go ahead. And the last one is, what can the opponents make? Yeah, maybe we're down 1. We went to 2 spades. They went to 2 hearts. We went to 2 spades, but they could make 3 hearts. So they're going to get a better score if they had gone to the 3 level if we had pushed them, which we did. But, we go down 1 for 50 or 100 points. We are better off. Okay.
Alrighty.
Next one. Okay. Grace, this is going back to Frank Quinn, I guess, and I don't see where the questions. Let me describe the hands first of all, and then you can ask the questions.
Okay.
So, okay, we have just one hand here, and it's a 5-4-3-1. Now, that's a shapely hand. Look at this. Aces, and look at that club suit. Ace, queen, jack, and a 9 spot. I even like the 9. And so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points. Can't open at 1 no trump with the singles and heart. So the comes a pass before us, and then we let's make it, we'll make it the west hand. Sure, why not? And so then after our bid, the north hand makes a takeout double, which sounds to me like they don't have 5 hearts, or they would have bid 2 hearts, and they have 12 points or more. But, I'm assuming 10, 11 points or more, and they don't have a suit to bid. So unless they've got 17 points or more, and they're going to make this double and then show their suit. I doubt it's that, as we're going to see. So, okay, so it 1 spade by us, then a double, and then our partner bids 1 no trump. Well, how many points should our partner have for this, and what type of hand should they have? Anybody have any ideas? I'd be curious what you think if it happens to be a pass, one spade by us, a double, and then our partner bids one no trump.
And did you want me to read the questions now?
Not yet.
Okay.
What does one no trump mean? Well, here's my thoughts. It certainly should have a good 6 points. Some people in this type of a situation where it happened to be a suit call, let's say it happened to be one heart and then they went one spade, you should have 8 to 10 points and 2 stoppers. But in this case, Bernice says 6 to 9. Okay, I think that's probably fair. Maybe even a bad 10 points I think you could have. Should you have a bad 6? I don't know. Ostensibly, they're going to have hearts, aren't they? They don't have 5 hearts, but ostensibly they have 4 hearts. So I'd like to have some kind of a stopper. I don't think Jack fourth would be a great heart suit holding to bid one no trump if that's among your 6 points. So, okay, anyway, we don't know how our partner's going to handle this, what the vulnerability is, all these other things that we spoke about before. But after a partner goes one no trump, our righty then goes 2 diamonds. Yes, Grace?
John says 6 plus with a stopper and hearts.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think. Yes. So if you've got queen third, queen jack fourth, even better. It might be a 4-4-4-1. We've got a singleton, right? I'm expecting, when I'm seeing this auction so far, is, oh, all 3 of them have 4 hearts. And if they end up in hearts, is my partner going to like get a couple tricks because of the bad split? But, you know, doggone it, I like my hand here. It's a black hand, isn't it? So at any rate, okay, it's back to us after the double and then one no trump. That was a free bid now by a right-hand opponent, bid 2 diamonds. So it looks like there's about the same level of points across the table. Now our partner has 6 points. We have 16. We have more than half the points. Now it's like, who's got the best shape at the table? Yes, we're talking about shape. So I guess in this situation, when we heard 2 diamonds and we've got ace tripleton, we hate to sell out, don't we? So the question is, Grace, what among the different responses, go ahead and read the responses there.
Should I double, bid 3 clubs, or pass to partner? The quandary
Yes.
is, should I show strength and ducking down?
Mm-hmm.
If I do, my partner gets very high with blank options.
Limited. I am limited, Grace. I am sorry about that.
It's okay.
I'm getting out of Dodge.
You limited.
Here I am. If I do, my partner gets very high with limited options. Good question. Yes.
John says, can XX with more than 10 or bid new suit?
Well, we're back to just to X. You don't have to XX at this point. But, yeah, we've already gone past for a partner bid one no trump. That would be the time a partner could have XX with 10 points, but they didn't have that. So, and it looks like with 2 diamonds, assumingly they're not squirrely bidders, but they bidding solidly. I don't know what their level of play is, but do we trust the opponent's bid is one of the question. And if I had a little table feel, you know, we talked about table feel, is that you can kind of tell by the way people pick up their cards and what's going on. If you played another hand with them already, you kind of know is that what their level is and whether they make off-the-wall bids or not. Yes, Grace.
John adds a couple of other thoughts with this previous. We are 2 suited versus hearts and diamonds, so bid clubs. For one no trump shows less than 4 spades, probably 2. And then he says XX after X.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's if partner had 3 spades, they would have bid 2 spades, and that is a great thing about having the master suit, the spade suit. It kind of keeps them out of the auction. Whether or not then South would have bid 3 diamonds, I don't know. But okay, so yeah, our partner doesn't have 3, and so partner doesn't have 10 points, or whether they made a redouble. They made that one no trump call, and it looks like the points are about the same. As I've said, you know, our partner has at least 6 points. Bernice, I don't know if they really have 9. Once the person came in with 2 diamonds, ostensibly they have some strength and not just like 6 diamonds in their hands with, you know, maybe 5 points. I don't know. Could be that they have king queen 6 times and that's all they have in diamonds. But yeah, we're in kind of this quandary situation. I agree with you, first of all, Frank. This is a great question. I wish I had a great answer. It depends for me too. So yeah, I'm going to be. First of all, there is free bids, and then there are bids that you could just pass instead of making a call. So there's nothing that forces me to make a call, but I do have 16 points, and doggone it, I hate selling out to two of a minor. And I hope my partner feels the same way. So part of this is partnership trust. I guess I would say if I'm playing with a client, someone who is paying me to play with them, and I'm not so sure that when they're in the pass out seat, so let's say it goes 2 diamonds, I do a pass, my partner does a pass, are they going to hustle for a bid? They could do a reopening double as a for instance, and then I could go to 3 clubs. But if I make a 3 club bid now, I'm showing extras because I'm making a free bid because my partner still has a chance to make another bid. My partner apparently doesn't have 10 points or more, or they could have come in at the 2 level themselves after the double. So I'm with Bernice, maybe 6-7 points, and the question is do we want to go to the 3 level? Remember I was talking earlier about the 3 level normally belongs to the opponents, not ourselves. But yeah, we have this ace, queen, jack, 9. Now if I had more shortness in the diamond suit, you could take a diamond and make it a 5th club. I'll bid 3 clubs all day long. I'm going to bid my shape. But here it's on the fence. If I can trust my partner is not going to pass, then I'm going to pass now because they can borrow a king from me in the pass out seat. 3 points. Grace.
John says they can make 2 diamonds and 2 hearts is an assumption I would make. Singleton heart, very important. Partner probably has 3+ clubs.
Yeah, I think partner may have 4 hearts, as John suggested. Might be my partner has got an ace, a king, maybe the queen, the jack 4 times, something like that. They're not finding the heart suit, but apparently, I don't know this person who made the double in the north hand. They're supposed to have 3 in every suit, right? Maybe they've got a doubleton there. Maybe they're a very undisciplined bidder. Yeah, my partner's got 4 diamonds. I don't know. So there's no great answer to this one. I sympathize with you or your partner, Frank. I guess that here again, I would say that I'm holding this, and I know the level of the opponents. If they're, fairly solid, then I have to trust my partner to go ahead and make a call. If I go 3 clubs, it may work. But if I bid 3 clubs, my partner will sing like a canary. I go 3 clubs and they go 3 diamonds. My partner goes 4 clubs, and all of a sudden, what in the world is going on? So remember that when you make a bid in the free bid seat, that is where your partner still has a chance to bid, but you want to make a bid right away, you better have some extra nuggets. And I hope that helps. Anything else, Grace?
John does add, let them make 3 bid over 3 club if they want to compete.
Right.
So
yeah.
Is that where they start singing like a canary?
That's right. But we generally, and I'm going to go back a couple slides here because this is great, and that is that, what is the bidding level? Right now it's 2M in the middle there. Let's go ahead and make that so get some of the others. Right now the bidding is at 2M, 2 of a minor, 2 diamonds, and it is in the direct seat. If they happen to make 2 spades, it's a little harder for us to go to 3 clubs. But in this case, my partner still has a chance to make a call. If my partner bids, for some reason, bids 1 no trump and then comes back after 2 diamond and bids 2 hearts, or makes a double, then yeah, I'm going to have to go 3 clubs in either of those scenarios. Or I could go 2 spades, but ace jack 5 times, it's not that great. If it was ace queen, it's a little better. But, this maybe isn't the auction for us to win. Who's going to go down? Who's going to go? It is going to be a bit of a shake of the dice. Okay, do we have anything else today? I think that is it for moi today. Unless you've got something else, we'll go ahead and finish a little bit early. And I'm going to go ahead and just go back to... where do I want to go back to? I think that, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and call it a day here. I was going to try doing some other things, but take a couple minutes to get set up. So I think we're good to go. So I'm going to take a look at the other screen here.
Do a little recap.
And a little recap and say that the patreon.com site. So if you were to go to Patreon, I'm going to just type it over. PATREON/BridgeHands. I thought. Oh, I see. I'm in the search box. I want to have it up here in the
Oh yeah, you're in Google.
box up there. Yeah. Come on, baby. How come I'm not getting it there? www.
Thanks, Ron.
Patreon.
We'll see you next time too. Looking forward to it.
Hey, Ron, have a good day. Hope the bridge gods are good to you. Bridge hands. There it is. Okay. And that's where you would sign in for the different membership levels. And as I've mentioned, is that we'll be putting up the social and the advanced and the hands of the weeks and all that good stuff with the previous live streams. But here you can see the different predetermined search terms. They're called tags, and the others there. So if you were to say, oh, I'm just going to scan across and ducking, what's that all about? You could search on ducking, and you could see that here's one that came across on 69, leads against no Trump. Okay. So here's another one, leading broken honor sequences. So, depending upon what you're looking for, and you can add to the search criteria to find those. So it's a very useful way to find things. Or you can just do the old get in the search box and say search for negative. No, I'm not negative, but we're searching for negative doubles. Should be able to do, oops, I got to clear the previous search. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I can search on top of search on most.
Right.
So that's a little bit of a trick.
So there they are on negative doubles. And once you click on them, you can do all the things that I talked about, the advanced features. Yes, Grace?
This is comments coming from Grace in California. And she just wants to add that Michael's been actually doing the BridgeHands now for about 15 or 16 years, long before I met him. When I met him, he was a busy guy, always doing the videos, and he's put so much time and effort. And fast forward to 2020, and times are changing, and people are kind of steering in a different direction. So, from a more personal standpoint, I just want to say that he has spent hours upon hours thinking what is going to be the best option. BridgeHands to him is almost like a beloved child. So I'm glad he's taking an opportunity once again to share with you.
Thank you for that, Grace. That's a good statement, question, answer, all of the above. And she's been great also. So it's wonderful that when I can go ahead and we do these live streams, is to be able to, focus on the left brain kind of stuff. And my right brain bride is doing a wonderful job as well as moderating. So, we like having these out on YouTube and on Facebook, and continue to do that for you all. And stay tuned as we get continuing on the Patreon. But I wanted to share that with you, and I do have a video which kind of explains what I had spoken about that's out there on the Patreon site also. So I hope you have a great day playing bridge. And Grace, you want to come over here and sign off with me?
I don't know. My feelings are hurt. People dropped off. They didn't want to stick around for me. You must be the star.
This is the best part, isn't it?
All righty. Let me get my headset off, my glasses off. Hi.
What's this? What does this say?
Oh, you can't see it. It says, eat, sleep, produce, and repeat.
That's my baby. I'm hoping that regarding our California travel videos and BridgeHands. So that's what we're all about, is doing things for you. So thank you for coming by today. I appreciate your time. And if you weren't there live, you're watching this recorded, we look forward to seeing you again soon. I think we'll start up again next Wednesday. I would like to do one on Saturday, but I got to keep these lessons going on up there. I think that's probably a higher priority for you. I did have I think a 76% game on the hands of the week that I just can't wait to show you. So next Wednesday, we'll go ahead and produce that one. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you again real soon. So as always, happy trails to you.
Happy trails until we meet again. Bye-bye.
Okay. Peace out. Bye for now. Happy trails to you until we meet